If you want to build the best team in Madden and need some coins, make sure to check out my sponsor AOA for the cheapest, most reliable coins in Madden 22 and use code NOBLE at checkout for 3% discount. Link is in the description.
He is Cooper off to the races for the touchdown. Prescott taken off. Untitled Michael Gallup.
What's up today, my fellow Madden soldiers? So what I'm going to be doing right now is going over every ability and X Factor and also Chems on my Dallas Cowboy theme team. But before I do, what I want to ask of you guys right now, if you guys been liking the content, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed yet, and hit that notification bell right next to it to get notified each and every time I upload a video. Now let's get this started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Dallas Cowboy theme team. What I did was, it took a long time, right? I think it took longer for me to actually add chems and abilities on my squad. Like it took me a while, and as you could tell, I was a MUT millionaire. Now I'm back down to 400k, which I was actually under 300k, but I started grinding and I got some more coins, so I went back up to 400k. But it cost me about 400k just on abilities alone. That's not including the new players and other things that I bought. Majority of the stuff, it took a lot of training, so I wouldn't recommend it to you guys unless you're just running a Cowboy theme team just in general and this is all you guys are doing. Then go ahead and do it, you know what I mean? But besides that, I do it for you guys to make sure I stick to what I say. This is the best Dallas Cowboy theme team in Madden 22, so I want to make sure I stick to that and do that. And I told you guys I was going to add abilities and so forth. So anyways, this is what we got. So we're gonna start off with abilities and X Factors, and then I'm gonna show you the chems, because some of these chems that I have on my squad, it kind of juiced up my players. But anyways, here we go right here. So on Dak Prescott, I put Bazooka, and I like Omaha, but the only reason I didn't actually put Omaha is because Dak Prescott's throw power is not all that. So once we activate Bazooka, it says max throwing distance increased by 15 plus yards, right? So the more throw power we can add to him, the better. So that's the only reason I put Bazooka. Otherwise, I would have ended up putting Omaha. What's this? Oh, Blitz Radar, okay. Yeah, I would have ended up putting Omaha because that's what I like. When it comes to abilities, mind you, he only gets one ability, so he doesn't have much that we could choose from. Hopefully he gets an upgrade so we will be able to add it. And for some reason this year, they're actually adding the identifier to a lot of people, right? That's kind of, I mean, a lot of QBs. I don't know if that's going to be a thing now, but whatever the case may be, that's what they're doing. How much AP is it though? It's 3 AP for identifier. Wow, that's insane. For maybe because he's a QB. But anyways, so we look at all these, and the reason I put Romy DEADEYE, because that's the best one. Perfect pass accuracy while standing outside the pocket. Considering Dak Prescott's only an 82 overall, we want to get the best accuracy as we possibly can, as well as enhancing his throw power. Just to let you guys know that. Another thing I want to tell you guys, if you're not able to add abilities on, don't worry about it. I've used this card. You guys see one of the gameplay, and I actually used them quite a bit in online gameplay head-to-head, and he actually did quite well. I threw it kind of far a little bit here and there, and he did quite well, so I will say that, but I just want to make sure that I up it. So here's his actual stats, because we added chems on him too. He got 76 speed, 82 throw power, which is not that much, 83 throw accuracy short, 79 mid, 82 deep. So these are the stuff that actually went up. So it's pretty decent, not that great, but it's pretty decent though. So I want to make sure that we added abilities that's gonna juice this stuff. I didn't add nothing on Ezekiel Elliott because he really ain't got nothing, but I did add something on CD Lamb. So you see right here, he has X Factor. I'm not really worried about the X Factor. It's not a big thing, but I did want the abilities because they work right away. So out of all the abilities he have, to me, Matchup Nightmare seemed to be the best one. It says better route running and catching versus linebackers. So it costs 2 AP, and I was like, okay, well, if that actually does work, I haven't used it since then we need to up it. And then when it comes to Lance Alworth, the only good thing about this, it didn't cost that much to add. Wrong one. To add, as you can see, we're here, X Factors and so forth. So I got double me. I added the X Factor because it was cheap, and even the route, look at the abilities for all the other stuff is very cheap. It's only 5 training. So I added route technician. I had outside apprentice. I never really used it that much, so I figured that we needed, just because I sent him on other routes and I just, you know, whatever the case may be, I wanted to make sure he was quick. He had quicker cuts while running the routes. So that's what I wanted to make sure. So that's what I added on him. I wanted to add some on Amari Cooper. I might add the same thing on him. I haven't added nothing yet, but if anything, I'll add something to him. We are waiting for Tyron Smith. I'm really hoping he has identifier. If not, he does come with abilities equipped. But we're gonna probably fully power him up, but I might just leave him on squad, take out his card, and just leave his superstars in because he already comes with abilities. But we'll see how that goes. But I will be fully powering him up to show you guys. So my defense is the one that has the most, and the reason why we have 11 AP out of 12, and a big reason for that is, as you guys know, our defense is barely coming up to par. It's decent, it's not all that. So we needed to add abilities, because defense, even if we had a good defense, just defense in general out there on the field, because the way the mechanisms and all that is, it's not really that good. So I added abilities on hoping to help them. And one of the big abilities that I added, let me go ahead and show you guys. I'm going to go ahead and click right here so you guys can see more, so it makes it a little bit easier. So on a lot of them I added reach elite, and the reason I add reach elite because it says right here, able to tackle, sack while engaged with blockers. So if someone's running, or if they catch the ball and they get by block, or another defender comes and blocks my defender, I want to be able to still tackle a player if he tries to run by him. So reach elite last year was very good for me, so I'm going to use it this year. So I put reach elite on majority of my defense, right? The only reason I put Homer on Jalen Smith is because this was literally the best one he got. He didn't get reach elite, or I would have added him. Deion Sanders, I did put one step ahead. It was 4 AP. I don't know how OP it is. I'm going to try it out, but it did cost me 1,000 training. Once again, I wouldn't recommend it unless this is all you're running and you could afford it, but that is a lot of training, especially early on in the game, right? Once again, if they would have had, sprinter and stuff this year, I would have added sprinter before I added abilities, but they didn't have it, so I want the abilities. And same thing with Micah Parsons, reach elite. Byron Jones, I have flat zone KO. I wanted to make sure that my cornerbacks were well off out there, because they're the main ones sticking man to man with a lot of people, so, or playing zone and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure I give him the best ability that I possibly can. So this is the best one that I felt that he had, which is flat zone KO, improved reaction to catch knockouts in flat zones. Once again, I haven't used these cards yet since I added abilities, but I will be doing it, so stay tuned for that. Reach elite, I put on Neil, and this guy came already with selfless, so that's his X factor. I got nothing on him. He just came with it already on him, so I went and go ahead and used it. Now what I want to show you, so you see right here, David Irving is at 89 overall, and a big reason why he's at 89 overall, because I have Chems on him, and I'm going to show you guys that right now. So he went up to 85 speed, 90 acceleration, 85 strength, 85 play rec, right? 87 stamina, 88 injury, 93 jumping, right? So I want to show you something else. So just mind you, he's 89. Deion Sanders is only an 85 overall, but with Cowboy Chems as well as other Chems that I'm gonna show you right now that I added, he went up to an 87 overall, right? So he's looking a lot better, as well as Cam Chancellor, right? Because we added other stuff on him. So he got 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 agility, 88 jumping, 86 play rec, 86 man coverage, 85 zone, and 91 play rec. So card's looking a whole lot better. So anyways, so I'm going to show you guys right now how I was able to do it on the strategy cards. So the QB is the only one that I had right now, which is the best one. All right. Okay, so there's no, I gotta click on it so I can show you guys. Oh, here we go. So this is what he gets. So this is for the quarterback. He gets 2 short accuracy, 1 mid accuracy, and 1 deep accuracy, which is pretty decent. But as you can see, he didn't go up too much. But I want to add a little bit more to it once I get another better for the QB or just for the offense in general. But the one that actually really helped out was this in the zone. It was for all defense in general. Okay, so it gave me +2 zone, +2 play rec, +1 awareness. This actually boosted up Deion Sanders as well as Cam Chancellor and David Irving, as you can see. And then I put, because this goes for the whole defense also, it's basically for the pass rushers, but it applies to all the defense totals. So now all the defense got 1 impact block, 1 hit power, and 1 plus man. So I want to get the cards that actually affects the whole defense. Same thing for the offense. The only reason why I put this elite passer, because I know Dak Prescott's only an 82 overall, so I want to make sure he has the best abilities as possibly can. If I could put 2 of them, I would, but that's the only reason why, because Dak Prescott needs the best stats he possibly can, because he has to get the ball to the receivers. But for defense, I want to make sure that whatever I get, if it affects majority of the team, and a majority of them are defensive backs. So if I get another defensive back one that's different from this one, it'll be able to stack up in a way. You can't get the same one, but it has to be a defensive back one, but a different one, right? So, and I'm pretty sure it'll boost them up even more. So that's what I'm running right now. That's how I did it. These are all the abilities, X factors, and chems that I add on my Dallas Cowboy theme team. And as you can tell, it's making it look pretty nice. Now let's back out, and I'm going to show you guys the overall now that we got them fully juiced up. So you're going to see right here, we're an 83 offense, 82 defense, which we're one overall closer to an 83 overall altogether, which is, our defense and offense is actually looking pretty good all the way around. So little by little, we'll continue to get upgrades and so forth, and I'll continue to update you. Now I want to start getting you guys gameplay and seeing how these abilities and chems and everything work. But there it is there. If you guys like seeing what you're seeing, drop a like on the video. If you guys think subs to the channel, there will be more great, amazing content coming your way. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I'm out.